So guys, we're going to start off our benchmark video as the first video of the channel. So I'm going to give you a very um, overall explanation about the system. So we are running on 32 gigabytes of RAM with 7800X3D AMD CPU, and and the graphic card is AMD 6900XT XFX SWFT version. And yep, that's pretty much everything that we need to know for our benchmarks. And also we are running on a power supply of 800 watts. So let's get into it. As the first game that we're going to test here, we're going to start with Red Dead 2, one of the favorite all time. So since my monitor is 1080, I'm going to run most of the tests on 1080p. Okay, and let's have our graphs here. And I have set all the settings to the Ultra preset. Okay, as you can see here. And first, we are going to run a benchmark by the game itself, and then we are going to also jump into some gameplays to see how it performs over there. So let's do it. So, guys, the first scene we are getting 116, 17. This is one of the heaviest scenes that I have seen in the game. This is snowy part of the map. It's pretty heavy for the GPU, and as you can see, this GPU is taking almost 255 watts maximum power. But here's in the swampy area, we can see that we're getting higher FPS. I'm really happy with that. Attending to people, those also think we are getting almost 130 FPS, decent, not dropping to 120 yet. So that's a pretty decent FPS which we're getting here. And we can also see the CPU usage, it's just 28-30%. Here we're dropping to 120, but again, I think it's keeping it over 120. That's a very steady, yeah, we went up to 130. That's fair enough. And I'm also happy with the temperatures. We've got 37 degrees for the CPU and 40-50 degrees for the GPU, but of course these are just temporary times. We have to keep it under load so we can see the exact temperatures. But in Valentine, we are getting a little bit under 120. We're 110. This is the lowest we've got so far, I think, 110 FPS. But overall, it seems pretty decent. I think that considering the definition of the lighting, that's pretty decent. And here, Jesus, we're getting 150 FPS. Or don't rob people. 160, that's fair enough. Once again, I say 200. Oh, we're beating 4090 now. 6900XT. But that's pretty decent in a graphic card, Not as powerful as 6950, but a little bit more powerful than 68. And I feel like it's a very pretty good purchase right now. So we are keeping it 140, 130 FPS in Santony. That's pretty decent, considering we're running an Ultra preset. Of course, we can, increase some of those graphic presets for ourselves. But yeah, basically we're going to get lower FPS, but I don't think we're going to run under 70-80 FPSs. But we're having pretty decent frame rate here. So keep it 130. That's fair. That's nice. And let's see. What is that horse doing over there? Can it keep it onto 120? And yeah, it did. Nice. So, the minimum FPS that we got, I don't know where we had 180. We hit 84, but the maximum we hit was 215. And the average FPS is 136. So, that's pretty decent. I'm happy with those results. And, yeah, I think that's okay. So, let's do a little bit of gameplay ourselves to see how it stacks up there. Okay, so Arthur, we've got a plan. Let's go. So, damn. You know, you can never get used to the views of the Red Dead. No, it's just killer. Especially with Arthur. God damn. Yeah, I think that we can just stare at this for a very long time and not moving, and damn, that takes some cigarettes. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's go. So, where's my horse? Come here, Baird. Come here, buddy. Let me take a look at that scene one last time. Jesus. That's beautiful. Damn. And damn. Okay. So, we're getting 120 here. That's nice, considering. Rabbits. 130. So, that's fair enough. I want to go to Valentine again. Where's Valentine? I want to go to Valentine and see how it performs there, because when we were running the benchmarks, we hit like 120. We went below 120. I want to see that if it happens again there, especially now that we're going there at night. So let's see how it keeps up there, because as we saw in Saint Denis, it wasn't that low, but in Valentine, as we're getting there, yep, I think we're getting better FPS, or maybe not. Oh yeah, it drops. So Valentine is 108. So we can say that Valentine is one of the heaviest places to go if you want to check our GPU and how well it performs. We had 150, now we are getting 120. Exactly at this scene, especially I think behind Arthur. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but we get lower FPS, but when we come back here, we still get lower FPS, so nothing changes, obviously. So, I just had to fight the tavern, so we can't go to the saloon. Let's go to the general store, and let's see what kind of FPS we get indoors.
Back for some more provisions?
So it's nice. It's okay. Everything seems fine. You didn't buy anything, but thank you. Okay, so I think that wraps up Red Dead. Guys, our next game is Alan Wake 2. So I have played this game a little bit. Alright, so the setting, which right now we are going to play. What am I showing you guys? So it's pretty much the ultra settings, but it's a high setting. I have just, I thought that I had changed this, but it's not really custom here. Okay, so it is pretty much the old near high preset setting without the ray tracing. Okay, so maybe we use ray tracing as well. I'm not a big fan of it. Okay, but as you guys know, AMD things are not very good with um, ray tracing. So let's go and see what do we get.
It's out on the case board.
All right. So by the way, this is not the latest version of the game. Okay, so far we're getting 80 FPSs, 63, 62. Okay, so 74. So, we're pretty much getting an average of 74 or 73, I guess. Considering, I think that's fair enough. But I have seen people getting higher FPSs using 6900 XT. But we're getting good temps, guys. CPU especially, goddamn, 39. But actually, that's just for the GPU part of the CPU. So maybe we're getting like a couple degrees more in the CPU. But again, I'm very happy with that. We're not gonna get anything more than 45 degrees right now on our CPU. And by the way, we're running on 7800 X3D, and the combination of 7800 X3D with 6900 XT for me was one of the best things that work. So dang it. The game looks pretty well. Everything looks pretty well. So at the fall. Alrighty. So now let's do something. I want to check. This is the first time that I'm enabling the FSR 2 in the game. So let's see how much differences does it make. So that's pretty decent differences. We went up to 106, 105 FPSs. Okay, and there's about different the temperatures of the graphic card. We're not getting anything different. Regarding the image, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's not that different. But if as a person, I've been gaming for a lot of years, so I can see that kind of blurry thing that FSR adds to it. I've also seen this in DLSS. DLSS is better, but in FSR it's a little bit more noticeable. Okay, so let's go and label ray tracing to the high preset. Okay, we are getting it. So it's high preset of ray tracing, the highest setting. So we are in the high game setting, just a few options in medium, and the high ray tracing settings with the quality version of FSR2. Let's see what happens in the game. Damn. So we are getting 28, 29. It's barely locking in 30s, but guys, I have to tell you something. Again, with a lot of things that people say, it's not a difference. It doesn't make any differences in the game, guys. But now that I pay attention with FSR2, these trees look a bit more like low quality, I can say. FPSs, we can't get it, so let's lower the ray tracing a little bit. Okay, so we're at high, let's try for medium, but of course we are having path traced. Okay, so let's have medium, let's see what happens. So with medium we're getting like 5 to 6 FPS more. Okay, so not that much of a difference. It's just
Not authorized! Gruesome rituals!
where did that come from? So yeah, we're in 30s. Let's see what happens with low ray tracing. So with low tracing, things get better. Yeah, we're seeing 50 FPS again, but there's no way that we're going to lock this game on 60 FPS with ray tracing on 1080p. I don't want to even talk about 1440p and 4K. So, but again, the setting that I would prefer to play this game is no ray tracing and no FSR, going for native, and this is how I'd like to play this game. Oh, you see the trees everything better. Nice. Thank you. And again, in this setting we are getting 85 FPSs, 86, so an average of 70 to 80, so that's fair enough. That's nice. So let's go for the next game. We're done with Alen. Okay, so our next game is God of War 2018. So basically what I have to do is that I just have to turn off VSync so we can get the maximum frame rate. Okay, so again we're at 1080p, no upscaling, and the graphics we're on Ultra. Okay, can't get any higher than this, and 6 gigabytes of VRAM or 16 gigabytes of the graphic cards is being managed by the game. So let's get into it and see what we get. And yeah, so here we are getting 128, 130. So I've heard that L5 is one of those places that is very, very
wait for me.
demanding for the game. But we'll see how it goes. In the game, early in Midgard, when I was testing the game first by myself, we nearly got 180, 190 FPSs. But let's see what we get over here. Okay, so 150 is good, but not very demanding.
Hey, you sure the witch is okay? I'd hate to think she died helping us.
She knew what she was doing.
Okay. Ugh. More of it.
If we cut enough away, the bridge above us should reappear.
Right.
Expect resistance.
Right.
It's very embarrassing trying to like act or make create his voice. That is real difficult.
You find his weak point! We can use it against him!
I can't believe that worked! Well, there it is.
Watch our backs, boy.
Fragmented heart of Alpine. Let's open this chest as well. 180. Fjord's Tempest. Light runic attack. Much. Now. So, guys. 150s, 60s, 90s, and these scenes. So that's pretty much the average that we're getting. So.
Freezing at first. Smoke.
Basically as bad as can.
I did it. We brought the main bridge back.
We must find a way up.
They're finished. Guys like Ezio, guys like Geralt, and a lot of them.
Huh. Guess the light makes more than bridges. Maybe this will spit us out on top.
So yeah, guys, that's it for the God of War. So let's go for the next game. We're going to start off with Cyberpunk, Phantom Liberty. So first off, we are going to do the benchmark of the game itself to see how well it performs. So let's do it. That's not bad. 500, 400 FPS for Cyberpunk. Right when I said it dropped down to 150, 130. So, staying with 130s. Also, by the way, I forgot to show it. I'll show it at the end of the video. We were running at 1080p again with ultra settings without ray tracing and no upscale. Not bad. The still frame rate is over 120 at some point. It went down, but it's okay. So average FPS of 138. We had no ray tracing, no DL. Of course, we can't have DLSS. No FSR, and so texture was high, resolution. Okay, so let's have the settings again. So everything is at its high. Yes. Now let's. Oh, for ray tracing, I think we have to restart the game. So Ultra Ray Tracing. Let's see what do we get this time. Got 132. Let's do it again and see what we get. If we can get 60 FPS, which I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't. 40, so I think we're going to get an average of 30 maybe? I hope we don't go below 30. I just don't understand ray tracing. Like, why are we getting so bad FPS? Look at here, Electro's just a tiny water. Just for that? Is it that difficult? What is so difficult about it? Well, we're getting a very decent amount of FPS. I thought it would go to like 20 FPS, but we're getting 40s. Fair enough. Without FSR. So this time we got 42 on average. Okay. So now let's use the quality version of FSR and see what do we get this time. Alright, so we're up to 60. And I don't know if you can see it, you know, the video me, but it doesn't look that different with FSR. Can you pay more attention? I think some of those hair parts, there you can see it, that there's a change, but basically you can't see anything. Let's see if we can see anything. No, not much. This is good. You can also increase the sharpness a little bit if you want to have more, sharp objects, sharper objects, but I think it's very good, having 60 FPS in Cyberpunk and Ultra Ray Tracing with Rx6900XT. And I think we're averaging a 69. I lost my ability to talk. Yes. So, with FSR 2.1 quality, with this amount of sharpening, and with ray tracing at ultra, we got almost 70 FPS. Impressive. I'm very happy. That was very good. So, let me know what you think about Cyberpunk, but let's jump to the other game. Alright, so guys, we're going to start off with Hogwarts Legacy. So first off, let me disable VSync. Okay. So regarding to the settings, we are going on ultra settings without ray tracing, and we don't have any upscaling, nothing. Okay, so we're native 1080p, and I was getting good FPSs. So in Hogwarts itself, 140, 100, 200, so it plays a lot in this area. So one of the most demanding parts, I think, in Hogwarts itself, the castle, was this scene for me. 140 19s, but that's fair enough. Okay, so let's go out. Let's see what else do we have here. So in here, yeah, we're getting 115 18 19s. 112, 100, 101. Are we going to go below 100 FPS? Can we go? Oh, it's fine. So, in here, again, well, I said that in Hogwarts itself, things are pretty much normal. Okay. So, let's change the location a little bit. Okay. To the castle, it's outside of the castle, because that's where things starts changing. So in here we were having 101, 2. Let's go into the yard and see what we get here. 113, 112. And by the way, guys, I'm not running Hogwarts on the latest version. Okay. So the game actually did not have a very good optimization for PCs when it came out. Like having, I think it was the first version. 100 FPS, 101, 117, 13. Yeah, so we can see that in some points, the FPS drops, but generally it's keeping a very steady level of FPS.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Thank you, you too. So, we're getting, I think that's because of the lighting there that we get under 100 FPS, but when we come down here, we go up to 100 FPS. And so, by the way, if you have the latest version of the game, you might easily get 110 and 112 here. But I'm running on the first version of the game, I didn't update it at all. I don't know if it actually has changed or not, but if it has, then you must be getting higher FPSs.
Hey,
by the way,
for your information, I received an owl from her just the other day. As for her affection, I can assure you, it is well and balanced.
okay. Oh, by the way, let's get into the Dark Forest. Let's see what do we have in the Dark Forest for us. So we're getting 100 FPS here.
What have you done?
Accio.
Stop thinking around like a midget.
Levioso.
This is enough now.
Stupid. Accio. Incendio.
Show yourself!
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Nice.
The beast's safe now. Revelio.
This is one. Sorry. Let's have another fight here. So we're getting, like, sometimes getting.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Where's the other one?
Stupid one.
Fair enough. Such a cute sleeper. Okay, so we're basically, I think we can say we're an average of 105 and 110 maybe sometimes. So that's not bad, considering that version of the game and how badly it was optimized. So,
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
yeah, both of them know. So that's it. Let's go for the next game. Okay, so guys, we were going to test Resident Evil Village. Okay, so let's check the all the specs that we're using right now. So 1080p at yeah, this is stupid things. So the FSR one, no. The image quality. Well, let's have it in 2. The Fidelity FX, I don't know what that does. Off, on, off, on. Let's have it on. So no. And texture quality highest. Texture filter highest. Mesh quality high. Ray tracing on. GL or I don't know, GI and reflections on. Right reflections on. Everything at its most maximum. Fill noise. Oh yeah, it's better to stay off. And yeah. So let's get into it. So this is the highest setting of Resident Evil Village. Okay, so most of the tests that I had seen, most of the tests that I had seen, this dude here that we set on 2 was on 1, if I remember correctly. Okay, but we're going to use at maximum settings that we can. Okay, so we were getting 126 here, and let's continue. I haven't played this game. I have finished it once, but in my new system I haven't. So I think we're going to have to play a little bit, so that's fun. We can have a little bit of fun as well. We can have some gameplay, so let's do it. Oh yeah, we're here. Yeah. Setting that setting to 2, I think has made the game look, it looks absolutely nice, but it's also very demanding, like 70 FPS. I know that I had over 140 before that, but we're going to lower that as well. I remember that the first time that I was playing this game, it was just horrifying. Look at that snow. Okay, so... Oh, be careful, brother. Yeah, so... Okay. Be careful, be careful. Okay. Such a... Can I see his hand again? That was... The definition of his hand was better than mine. How did I check? Okay. Dead crow on the ground. Oh, there are dead crows. Yeah. So sounds. Oh shit. It still gives me the freaks now. I'm playing this game at 12 p.m. and I have finished this once, and again it's giving me these creeps and chills and Anyone home? By the name of the god, we enter this place. Oh. Hello. Oh, guys, look at that robe. Shit. I mean, yeah, like, guys, that setting which we use. I mean, look at this. It looks even better than the one in our house. Let's wash our hands. No COVID. No? Oh, we can't wash our hands. So we have to get COVID. Huh? Someone's been sick. Excuse me? Oh. Hello. Hello. Interesting. There's all pictures. And there's a basement with blood trails down the end. And we entered the darkness with Lord on our back. Let's not make it so dramatic, right? What? Oh. Orman. Come on. Oh, I know there's nothing. Why was I scared? It's just a ratty. Oh. I thought it freezed for a second. I think that was the the guy with the beard who jumps into the house and then leaves.
What did all this?
It definitely wasn't us. Fortunately, we've got some light now. Let's close it and be polite. Okay, goodbye, sir. So, guys, since we were so busy with the events of the game, we were getting steady frame rates of 80, and right when I said 80, it got down to the 70.
Where the hell am I?
The castle. So let's check something. Let's You see the image quality changed. I can see it. I don't know if you can in the video, but the frame rate almost doubled. Almost. Not doubled, but almost. We're getting 140, 130 FPS. And I can tell you that graphic card is also working a little bit more comfortably. And I'm loving my CPU as well, guys. Like, look at here. So, this is what we have right now. Let's just change that very quick. And see how much that changes. Did it change? Oh yeah, it had changed. Yeah, it was much clearer, and the definition of the objects was much higher. So, but anyhow, guys. So without that setting of putting it up to 2, we had 80 average 80 FPS. Without that, we are getting 121 with ray tracing, of course. Let's turn off ray tracing just for 1 second to see how much our... Yep. Without ray tracing, we've got 300 FPS. This is crazy. I was just hoping for 40, 50 FPS, not this much. God damn. 380 FPS. And now it wouldn't even make a difference if I just, you know, did this. You know? I'm still getting 150 FPS. Hands down. Very happy with the performance of the graphic card, and the temperatures are just killing it. Very happy with it. Let's jump to the next game. We've got tons of games to check today for the benchmarks, and we're also having a little bit of fun together. So, let's do it. Okay, so, guys, let's continue our video with Days Gone. So, right now, the FPS is locked on 60. We're going to unlock that. But let's just have a look at the, graphic settings. So, everything is maxed out except for motion blur. Most of people don't like that. So, we're also going to play a little bit with the render scale, okay, to see how good the game can look. But let's go over display, and I want to turn off. Okay. So, everything is nice. We can also play with the, you know, refresh rate, the definition. I'm saying refresh rate, sorry. So, let's jump into the game now. So, I have played this game a couple hours, or a few hours into the game, and I was getting close to 140s or 50s. I don't remember correctly. But right now that we're getting the black screen, we have 200 FPS. And black screen, we have 180 FPS, 199 FPS. So that's good for a black screen. Just a ring, you know, spinning around. So we're getting, first it's at night, we're getting 200. Okay. Oh. I know I'm going to have some damage. So, yeah. Now we're getting the actual FPS here, the actual gameplay environment. So 170, 180 is not that bad. So guys, we are getting an average, okay, of 180. Okay. So now, oh, I can't go there. I know. So let me just. Where's he coming, dude? I've got business to do. Don't come after me like that. Okay, goodbye. Oh, it's still working, man. Okay, so 170, 180. Let's see if we can. But of course my monitor can't do it, but let's just check it for 4040p. So, yeah, you see the things with back there. But how to play this game.
Down you go.
Okay. So 150, 130, 140, something like that. And 4K. In sorry, 4040p. We're not gonna go for 4K because that the numbers and monitor there won't be so visible. So let's go back to 1080. What we're going to do, we are going to increase the render scale. And will 80 FPS, but is it actually different? So one of the good things about Days Gone is that you can why is the shadow just changing? Hold up, let me go over here. So here I guess we can see that better. That's what's happening with the graphics. Well, clearly the image becomes much clearer, but not that much. I think 150 is a very good point, because when you go too much, you see that the shadow there disappears. I don't know why that happens, and also in 100, it's not looking that good, but I can say now 150 can be a good point for that. So, with this definition and this settings and this frame range, I think game is pretty much very excitable, playable. And again, we are happy with our 6900 XT in 2024, with all the games getting mostly over 100 and under 20 FPS, some cases, without any type of upscaling except for Alen Wake 2. For Alen Wake, if you want to get up to 100 FPS, we needed the FSR. But again, in Alen Wake, we didn't have FSR 3, and we didn't have different generations of AMD, so if those guys came up, I think that we're going to have a lot of, good competition between NVIDIA and AMD. So let's go for next game. Okay, so guys, here we are with the last game for the benchmark today. Don't want to make the video too long. So we're going for Witcher 3. At first we're going to try it without ray tracing, and then we're going to try it with ray tracing. So let's get started. At first I have to again disable this thing so we can get the maximum FPS out of the game. And I think I had a 2,500 almost FPS, guys. Which system can do that? Truly, I know everyone does that in the main. Guys, don't kill me. Okay, so talking about the graphics, ray tracing is off. The entire, I can pronounce that, TAAU. Dynamic resolution, we don't have that. Sharpening at low level. Everything else on Ultra Plus. So, I'm currently running a version 4 of the game. Let's see what we got. I think we're going to get 140 FPS, but let's see.
She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
Yep. So, I'm getting 160, 140, 130 FPS. The game looks like Roach, my friend Roach. We both know that Roach has been a very good friend for us for a long time. So 140 FPS doesn't seem that bad. Okay. But I want to do something. I want to try ray tracing. Okay, and for that we have to get indoors in Witcher, because that's where it actually shows itself. So let's go to White Orchard and okay, so
Should we draw it or not? Make soup out of something. My grand told me about this. It's not going to go. Lad went missing one day, so he folk had a witchman that was hunting nearby. Started poking at Arsenal when he started twisting and squirming. So wham bam, they knocked his head off. Right, so it went.
indoors let's have image for ourselves. So we've got 150. So now let me enable ray tracing. So we're getting 40 FPS. And why nothing has changed? And it's weird, I'm getting 40 FPS, but it feels like I'm getting 20. You see that? You see the movement of Carol? It's so weird. Why? So... quality. So with FSR, we go up to like, but again, I don't get it. Why my image is like this? See, it's very weird. I don't know why that happens. See, with that ray tracing, everything's fine.
Looking for trouble?
That's weird. So, but why? Let's do something. Let me turn on everything. So now we're locked to 60, and then turn on. No, the same thing still happens.
Goidemar, will you raise a glass with me?
It's
Kings
German
do
now.
the
That is really weird. I don't know, maybe it's not optimized for AMD games. Just tell me guys if you have the same problem or not. But yeah, that is The Witcher 3. So the game still absolutely looks amazing. But thank you guys for watching this video through with me. So if you liked it, I would really appreciate if you like and leave a comment and subscribe to the channel, and it would just mean a lot to me. Thank you very much guys, and until the next video, see you guys around.